Hello, this is Space Cadet Rewind, and we're gonna see what Chris Roberts has been up to for the last, 13 years? I think it's 13 years. Gonna check out Star Citizen. Um, uh, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but we'll see. So we gotta pick a character. Okay, this was not made for controller at all. Or like a random button? No. I hate character creators. Well, I mean, I don't hate them. I just hate using them. I'm no good at that. Whatever is going on here. I just want to be able to hit random a bunch of times. Oh yeah, here we go. It's randomizing everything except for this guy's hair. Why not the hair? I mean, that guy's... I don't know, that's a guy, I guess. Okay, I could hit randomize the hair. Sure, that's some hair. Alright, whatever. That's our guy. He's a little old, but whatever. Alright, let's play the tutorial. Learn the basics of playing the game. Set my primary residence to my selected starting location, but I haven't selected a starting location. I'll be unable to access my purchased ships. Oh no. My precious ships. My $10,000 ships. Randomizing DNA seems dangerous. Okay. Please select the starting location for your character. Not only will you initially spawn here, but this location will serve as your primary residence where all your ships and items will be stored. Any future items or ships that are purchased on the website or gifted through programs like Subscriber Flare will be delivered to this location. Well, Stanton's first on the list. Lorville. Location best. Sure. Location, I mean, it's making a really big deal out of this primary residence. Is it hard to change this? Are you sure about this? Alright. Oh, I gotta sit in a queue? What? There'll be 5 more beta updates released while I'm streaming. They update that frequently. Do they kick everyone out when they update? Lots of lore on this, like, newspaper. It's I guess this is supposed to be like a big like terminal screen or something, but it's got like a newspaper kind of deal on it. Increase in number of Van Duel sightings across the Nix system. I'm assuming Van Duel are like those, you know, those guys who look like the elites from Halo, or they're like a cross between the elites from Halo and the bad guys in Gears of War. I'm forgetting the name of. Space CNN. No, it's like Space New York Times. I like that there's like, you could see on the bottom right of the articles, there's like a comments section. Do they have in-universe comments on these articles? Oh, we're in. Ooh, yeah, I don't... So, I actually paid for this game back in, like, during the original Kickstarter. I, you know, paid for, you know, whatever the lowest amount that'll get you Squadron 42. me that helmet. Let me equip it. Put the helmet on. Yeah. And, you know, so I have, you know, whatever that entitles me to. It's some default shitbox ship, I assume, and nothing else, really. Touch to start. Like, press F1 to access your Mobiglas. Click the journal. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Alright, select the journal. Welcome to the verse. Yeah. Welcome to Star Citizen. You have just stepped 930 years into a future where humanity has spread across the stars under the rule of the United Empire of Earth, the UEE. But yeah, I tried this once around when they first, you know, let people try it out. So years and years ago, like 10 years ago, I think. And I didn't like the way it controlled. Like, it's not in first person, not in the ship. And I thought, oh, well, I hate this. But, you know, I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point before they release it. So I'll check back in on them then. And I have not until now. Alright. From here, the tutorial will guide you to Everest Harbor, the space station in orbit above the planet that can serve as your gateway to further exploration of the Stanton system. Press F to use any highlighted items, default interaction, holding an item. But yeah, there's like motion blur or something, and like smoothing on the turning. Like, what's up with that? Can I turn that off? It's terrible. I'm looking for motion. Oh, motion blur. No. Okay, that's better, but still have like the smoothing. Oh no, it's off. Well, whatever. I guess this isn't so bad. I get like a cup of coffee. Make coffee. Yeah, let's get some coffee. Nothing will ever compare to privateer. Can I drink the coffee? What if I take it out while it's like filling up? Okay, how do I drink this? Interact off screen. No, that's not. I want to drink it. Appropriate item. I don't know if I dropped it or put it in my pocket or what. But all right, let's eat this burrito. When holding an item, press left click to use it. Or right. No, yeah, store is right click. I am pressing left click. He is not. I am not eating this burrito. I am clicking the hell out of that left mouse button, and he is not eating the burrito. It's work better with the controller. Nope. How do I eat this damn burrito? Well, we're off to a great start already. The water. Drink water. While holding an item, press left click to use it. Mouse. Key bindings. Oh god. So is there like a... Man, look at that. Looks complicated. Is there like a default preset image? How do I like set the controls to default? Hello, everyone. There's more people on Star Citizen than have ever logged on at once right now, so there may be server issues. Maybe that's the reason I am unable to drink this water or eat this burrito because the servers are lagging. Oh, I gotta take the helmet off. Ah, of course. Alt H. Why didn't... That's so... I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't say that's so Star Citizen because I don't know what Star Citizen is really, but that just seems like it would be so Star Citizen. I can't drink with the helmet on. There is a setting for track IR. It needs to be enabled. I think we set... Yeah, so I did set that track IR thing to be set. I did set it to be on. But I assume it's not on when you're, you know, not in a ship. Eat burrito. So where did I put that burrito? I just want to place this. Okay. So... How do I get... I think I stored the burrito, unless it's on the ground here. Oh god. Like the HUD marker is like floating in the air. I think it's in my inventory, but I don't know how to access my inventory. Maybe it's in here. God damn, this is like so complicated. The Octodad of Space Sims. Floor burrito. I think it's a pocket burrito. Okay, there's got to be an open inventory button. Let's look at that key binding thing. Hit menu. M1 wipe visor. There's a button to wipe your visor. What is this game? Hold Alt D to dock with the burrito. Consumables? Is the burrito a consumable? No. That'll be one of these things. What does that purple thing mean? Like, a purple, like, interaction mode? Hit menu? When you're outside in the rain, your helmet will get water streaks, so you wipe it. B for burrito inventory. It's gotta be like an inventory button. It has to be. I refuse to believe. Multi-tool gadget. I for inventory. Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's right there. I don't know how I didn't see that. I thought I pressed that too, but all right. That there's a burrito. How do I put it in my hands? Where's like my... Oh. There we go. I'm holding it. Eat the burrito. I mean, I'm pretty sure this game has gamepad controls. Yeah, look, see, like if I use a gamepad, it's got the HUD prompts change, which maybe this will be easier on a controller, just to learn it anyway. Obviously, I would prefer to Just tap it. Okay. Every interaction feels like laggy. Like there's a delay. I think because it's, you know, waiting for the server. But there's like a delay between like trying to interact with something and your character, or, you know, something actually happening. Alright, let's call the elevator. But also, like, there's a difference between, you know, tapping and holding, and it's not quite clear what that is. Alright, we're looking at the control panel. I guess it's like sort of like interact, or like interact deeply. Like, okay, select the floor, take it to the ground floor. Okay, that not work very well on the gamepad. Like, you would expect to be able to just, like, you know, hold that interact button, then use the D-pad to pick things, but it doesn't work that way. So let's try the keyboard. Okay, and you can, okay, so you gotta use the keyboard. You get a cursor. You can click on things. When this game releases, what consoles would it even be on with gamepads? We're gonna be on, like, you know, mind-machine interfaces by the time it comes out. Alright, now what? View the area map. How do I do that? Oh, it's not like an auto map on my, you know, my HUD. It's a literal map on the wall. You are here. Cities and space stations are filled with signs to guide you. You can also access a map on your mobiGlas with F2. Yep, there it is. This game does what Star Citizen couldn't. A lesson to why we don't try to make games one-to-one with reality. It is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Why am I moving so slowly all of a sudden? Wow, what? All of a sudden, there's like dust here that wasn't here a second ago. Alright, well, yeah, I can sprint, I can jump. Yeah. Why am I wasn't moving this slowly before. Why am I moving like insanely slow?
Why not consider calling Norville home? Residences are available at home.
Did I like accidentally activate some like walking mode? Mouse wheel controls your walking speed. Oh man, it's like Splinter Cell. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it's the mouse wheel. Why would you need to be able to do that? What do you do in this game that would require such a thing? Ambient Suns. Alright. Use the shopping kiosk. I do like these like Doom 3 computers. That's always cool. Did I buy something? I don't want to spend these credits, you know, on something I don't need. Indigestion from that shitty burrito caused impaired movement. What game is this? This is Star Citizen. You were promised that space was the one place untouched by capitalism. Well, Star Citizen says no. Space is the most capitalized place of all. Into the Metro Center Transit Terminal. I mean, this looks... basically, it looks like Starfield to me, kinda. Except it doesn't run as well. So, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, it was the one place uncorrupted by capitalism. Well, see, he was right at the time, but, you know, then they got to it. We have to wait for the subway. Alright, realistic waiting for the train gameplay. Every city has public transportation to access different parts of town. This, I mean, yeah, it does feel very cyberpunk.
Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Immersion. Okay, exit at Tiasa Spaceport. Is there like a risk if we're, you know, dozing that we'll miss our stop and have to like go catch the train in the other direction? The next stop, Tiasa Spaceport. Alright, yeah, well, we're getting there. I guess I should be looking out the window, right? Kind of hard to see out because of the reflection.
Tiasa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking
Tiasa
the train.
Spaceport. Yeah. I guess, yeah, this game does have free public transportation. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say that probably didn't load in yet. Vote centralist. Maybe I need to... Hey, what? Why did you say that twice? This... Okay. Maybe I need to turn the textures down.
How's it going?
Oof. Is that what medium textures gets you? That's kind of gross. Turn it back up to high. Huh. Alright. Locate a fleet manager terminal. This environment is so insanely huge. We got like a whole like airport terminal here. Interact with the fleet manager terminal to access the tutorial ship. First press deliver, then retrieve to have it brought to a hangar. This is just like flying for real. You gotta like get your ticket at the terminal. Got a rented ship. Insure loadout.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
I don't even think the train was loading anything. I think it was like physically taking us to a place. This is the kind of game that would do that. I'm pretty sure this game would have like streaming. Why is it taking so long to deliver the vehicle?
Visit us again.
Hey there.
Bye.
Okay.
Hey.
Everybody's just saying hey to me, like, weirdly. Hey.
Hey there.
Hey. Hi. Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. I assume that's like a display model. I can't like jump in there and get to the canopy. Okay. Okay, well, I did that. I hit retrieve. Did it not work? Maybe it didn't take.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
I need new cover.
Just another day then.
Hello.
Suppressive fire.
I mean, I think this is the ultimate scope. This is the ultimate scope creep, regardless of anything else. You got a commercial during this waiting period. Good time for it. I wonder if this is because the servers are being
Hear
slammed.
about the latest vandal?
I'm sorry. That is an invalid request.
Yeah, we are unable to deal with your request at this time. Yeah, it's got to be the servers, right?
Damn it.
Are we at a starship yard? I think we are.
Your feet, please visit us again. Goodbye.
Like, that's not mine, right? Yeah, that's like the display model. Alright. Accessing list of available vehicles. I'm trying here, folks. I'm really trying. At least I'm not, like, falling through the floor. Oh, did it work? Retrieve the tutorial ship. No, I don't think it worked.
I'm thinking about going on one of those Starliner cruises. I'm a little worried about being cooped up in a
Vehicle
ship.
selected.
But I know
Okay.
pictures are stunning.
Well, that's the way it goes, right?
I could try going to my hangar first and calling it there. I bet that would break the tutorial, or the tutorial wouldn't let me do it. But if you could guide me to the hangar, we could try it. I mean, was it even supposed to be Wing Commander plus Call of Duty originally? I thought it was just supposed to be like Wing Commander or, you know, Freelancer.
I'm sorry. That is
I don't remember them saying anything about like first-person combat or whatever, first-person shooting in that original Kickstarter pitch.
Your feet, please visit us again.
Man, if we can just get to the hangar. There's like a outbound terminal. What engine does Star Citizen run on? It runs on CryEngine. Or, I guess now it's on Lumberyard, which is like a fork of CryEngine. That was, you know, Amazon forked it, and they were going to get into, like, engine development. And then they gave up on it. And I think this is, like, the only game that uses it. Maybe some Amazon. Some of those Amazon games that they've released and then unreleased maybe use it. Oh, elevators to hangars. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Space Cadet Rewind, small hangar. This looks like the place. Can't tell if this elevator's moving or not. It is not moving. Alright. I don't think it's gonna take me there. Am I actually on a space station? I think this is a planet-side spaceport. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna take me to the hangar. I gotta just keep trying to retrieve the ship.
That's good for you.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Trying to get away from cities lately. Just been feeling overwhelmed way too often. It's good to take a break.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
And bye.
Pretty wild.
Well, If this doesn't work out, I mean, we'll keep trying for a bit. But if this doesn't work out, then I don't know. We could try the arena commander stuff. Maybe that'll work, where you just sort of like do horde mode in space. And if that doesn't work, we could just go to elite, which actually works, and just have more elite than usual. Unable to access that ship at this time.
Hey, what's going on?
Vehicle selected.
Sometimes I think about
Stand
throwing my
by.
baby away.
Yeah.
We're so connected all the time that we're almost disconnected, you know?
It could be worse, I guess.
In space. I mean, these terminals are realistically shit, just like the ones that you have to use at the airports. So, you know, they got that right.
I'm sorry. That is an invalid request. Your please visit us again. Goodbye.
Bye.
Welcome to the
Come on, give me my ship.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
You alright?
Not to jinx it, but I got a job offer yesterday.
This guy got a job offer.
I don't get it, but it would be a big deal.
That's so.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my ship. Look at that NPC jittering in the background. Probably because all the hangars are full. There's no instance hangars. There's a finite amount of actual hangar space. But why, though?
Got this guy about telling what he owed me for his haul.
That reminds me of
Stand by.
when I was hearing about PlayStation Home. And somebody was trying to, do a bowling minigame, and they couldn't do it because all of the virtual bowling lanes were occupied. It's just, why? Why would you do it like this? What purpose does this serve? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know, Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is kind of like on the opposite end of ambition. Where, I would have liked for it to have done more than it did, but, at least it did, you know? Rebel Galaxy Outlaw did, where Star Citizen doesn't. I mean, yeah, just like a real, shitty airline terminal, computer thing, it doesn't give you a good error message. Assuming that the problem is that all the hangars are full, it's not, telling us that. It's just saying, oh, we can't do it. Why not? We get to the arcade. Do they have an arcade here?
Everything good?
I'm sorry. That is your feet. Please visit us again.
Here, cover. That's really great.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Really trying here.
Got your cupboard.
The base building will help because it'll uncongest these areas. I mean, why am I not in an instance just for the sake of this tutorial, at least? I mean, it kind of seems like I'm in an instance. I'm not seeing, real players. Well, I think whoever is saying that, I think is a real player, but I think most of the people walking around here are NPCs. Whoever is spamming those, quips, that's the player.
Your feet. Please visit us again.
Wherever they are.
I'm pinned down.
They're pinned down. Yeah, like
Covering!
like baggage claim. What is going on here?
Got you covered!
Got you covered. Uh,
Suppressive fire!
Guess you fire.
Laying down cover!
Okay. Advanced Counter-Strike 1.6 tactics. Alright, well, let's try this one more time and then, I don't know, try to find something elsewhere.
Here, cover!
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Laying down cover!
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Here, cover!
Suppressing fire!
Yeah, they did raise somewhere around $1 billion for this. Maybe I'll have to come back to this next week when the servers are a little less trashed. Cause or whenever the free period ends, because I should still be able to access it.
Your vehicle has been...
All right, well, what do we got here?
We need to move!
Elevators to hangars, toilets. Well, let's check out the toilet. Where's the bathroom? Vantage Rentals. Talk to this guy.
Got you covered!
No. The bathroom. All right, here we go. No.
Laying down cover!
Door's locked. What if I got to go to the bathroom? We're trapped. Run the console command PL_pit. Alright. Pit dot force software cursor equals 1. To fix my cursor issue. You're still going. Oh, there's another player, I think. Yeah, that's definitely a player. The universal sign of I'm a player. Just look up. Hey. How's it going? Hi. Alright,
Damn it, I lost them. No sign of them.
oh, we could look at this magazine? Oh no, we can sit on it. Never mind.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Hi. How's it going? My god.
Hi.
Suppressive
Airport terminal simulator.
Where did that bastard sneak off to?
What's going on here? Wait. No, okay, I guess these aren't players. These are NPCs. They're going rogue. They're becoming self-aware. Yeah, I don't think these are players. Canopy. Can I, like, get in this? Talk to you. Oh, this is where we buy the ships, but I can't talk to this person to buy them. Well, we can go out to the dock here. Canopy. New deals here. Fly now. Fly today. Can I enter the pilot seat? Yes! Let's go. Let's just steal the display model and fly out of here. Guns all. Oh, yep. The track IR is working. So there you go. Power toggle U. I don't think it's actually going to power on, unfortunately.
No sign of them.
Yeah. So how do I get out of here? I don't know how to get out of the ship. Is there like a lever for the door or something? Vex, and go to your hangar and test your ship. I can't. The game won't let me. It is literally impossible to do what you were saying. So I want flight. How the hell? Oh my god, there's so many buttons. How do I get out of the ship? Try using Xbox One controller. All right. Y. All right, it's not Y on the Xbox controller. Okay, yeah, Y on the keyboard. Okay, we're getting out of here. I mean, I can try the elevators again. I'll try summoning the ship, and then when that doesn't work, I'll go back to the elevator. Get the ejection ring. Okay, let's give it another shot. Maybe this is the lucky terminal. Let's try.
Vehicle retrieval system.
I think they got away.
It's being like EMP'd.
How's it going? Tell us
What's going on with this thing? Like on the fritz.
What's going on?
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Huh. Oh, I should be able to use the elevators now that I entered that command in my console. Oh, okay. That'll fix whatever was going on there. I was able to use the previous elevator, though, with, like, the hardware cursor. Because, like, I had a cursor. I guess, I don't know, maybe it wasn't showing up on the stream. But I did have a cursor.
I'm sorry. That is an invalid request.
You're unable to deal with your request at this time. Alright, well, let's try the elevators. Elevators to hangars.
pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think it's going. Like, I'm clicking the button's responding, but it's not actually taking me in there. It's probably disabled for the tutorial, because it wants me to use that terminal to retrieve the ship. Also sync my time on my computer. It is synced. I mean, I could double check. 5:45 p.m. I mean, I can like manually force a sync. It's supposed to do that automatically, but we just turn it off and on. Use. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Use Australia for server. Yes, I bet that'll be the trick. That'll do it. We go on the server that has no one on it. Assuming we can get back to the menu. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the idea is I may have to restart the game also. All right, well, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, I'll try anything at this point. But yes, I do agree that, like, you know, sometimes you need a boring guy in a suit to say, you know, whatever you think you're doing, you need to wrap it up. This game needs to come out this Christmas. So just, you know, I don't care what your dreams are. Fuck your dreams. Just finish it up and ship it. Sometimes you need that guy. So let's go to the persistent universe, play the tutorial. Go to Australia. I may need to restart from Wing Commander 1. Oh. I mean, they're just trying to, like, get me into the game, I think. Which, you know, I want to see the vision. I want to, you know, see this game at its best. I don't want to I don't want to hate on it just because. I'm trying to give it a chance here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, hot messes can be fun, but, like, you know, it's just sometimes sometimes the suits can serve a useful function, you know? They're not purely destructive. Sometimes they're just what you need. Huh. Alright. Here we go. What is going on? Okay, I'm in, like, my apartment. I'm in, like, a different apartment, though. It's, like, not as dark. Alright. Right, so it saved everything, so let's just head to the terminal, I guess. Oh, these guys, they're just casually hanging out on the table here. Okay, let's get to the train station. How do I get to the train station? I'm in these, like, cyberpunk apartments here. Or go elevator? No. Yeah, the tutorial experience of the game cannot be defended at all. Yeah, I'll say. How do I get out of here? I don't see, like, a clearly marked elevator or exit or anything. I assume it's not the cargo elevator. That's for cargo, right? Second floor? Oh, here we go. Exit. Yeah, okay. So there is a clearly marked exit. It's just hard to see it on the bottom floor. Alright. Here we go. Ground floor. Oh, we're back to the hardware cursor that I guess people can't see it, but I do have a cursor. Can I, like, you know, force the software's cursor just so, you know, people on the stream can see it? Error code 3000 is going to hunt me, or haunt me, probably. Be ready for it. Oh, I'm ready for some error codes. I mean, yeah, I guess Even if we don't get to fly a spaceship, I feel like I've already been entertained by this game. Man, this place is enormous. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. Okay, yeah, here we go. The Metro Center. Hi. Okay, okay. We're getting there. We're getting to the spaceport. We're gonna have to wait for the train again. How's the game? Well, I'll let you know when I get to it. So far, it's been a lot of wandering, being stuck in an airport terminal, basically. It very accurately replicates the experience of just being stuck overnight in an airport terminal. Oh god, what just happened there? I just looked away for like a second and it looked like something crazy happened. Maybe it was just a lighting shifting. I need to read the signs to get around. Well, like I was looking for signs, but they didn't seem to be in very, you know, helpful places. Do not lean on door. Oh, I was hoping Q and E would lean.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
These trams can definitely shoot you into space and kill you. Okay, yeah, I remember hearing about how people kept like falling through the floor. At least that hasn't happened yet. Okay, alright, we're getting there. We're at the terminal. We're at the you know, spaceport, whatever. Let's
Welcome
use this
to the
thing.
ASOC vehicle retrieval
Oh, I got two
system.
ships now.
Sometimes I think about
I assume that it's, I'm supposed to use the second one.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Come on, deliver. Delivery must complete.
Your vehicle has
Yes!
been delivered to the following location.
We did it! We delivered the vehicle.
Your vehicle is
We've defeated the hardest boss. Alright, let's take the elevator to the hangar. Is it? It's not like showing me the elevator on the HUD. Like, I know because I, you know, found them before, but like, what's up with that? Is it because I went in the elevator already? Why is my cursor different now? What changed? Like before, it was like the, you know, when I went to switch to the software cursor, it turned into like a, you know, circular Destiny cursor. Now it's crosshairs. What's going on? Alright, anyway, we're in the hangar. This looks a lot like the hangar in the on the carriers in Elite Dangerous. I mean, I suppose hangars will generally look the same. Uh-oh. I look like I'm dropping tons of frames. But alright, here's my ship. It looks pretty unimpressive. I don't know. I mean, it's a tutorial ship. I don't know if my ship looks any more impressive. Approach the ship and use F to lower the ramp. Don't forget to close the ramp behind you. Oh, the ramp's in the back. I was like, how the hell do you get in this thing? Alright. Close that. What if I open it? Will it let me take off? Can I like... Will I get like sucked out into space? Whatever, I'll close it. Pilot seat. I'm gonna switch to controller here. Turn on shift systems, hold F. Find the cockpit's flight ready button, press right Alt plus or press R. What? Okay, well, unfortunately, because I used the keyboard to get in, the tutorial's not going to tell me what the button is on the controller. So, there's the flight ready button. Oh, okay, so it's hold right bumper. Okay.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Yeah, so with the track IR, I can like lean back. If I lean back in my chair, I don't think the game expects that, but and like look all around the cockpit. All right, hold right bumper. Wow, that's like so tiny on the screen. That is say right bumper to navigate on the cockpit multifunction display to the communication screen and hail the current location for takeoff permission. Where is that? So I could just use the track IR. I don't need to do that, but I still need to find the communication one. Scanning. Engine on. Scanning, target status, self status, power management. F12 gets rid of the chat box. 11. Uh, hmm. I don't know. F11 for comms. This is like chat with other players. Huh. $54,000 space bucks. I'm rich. Friends tab. I don't think so. Okay, hold F to navigate on the cockpit. MFD to the communication screen and hail. Where's the communication screen? Like I see like power management here. There's, you know, ship status here. There's like target status, you know, of like whatever you target. I mean, I guess like you change the MFDs, but
All systems offline.
oh, I didn't mean to turn it off.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Okay. Configuration. This is like really unresponsive. I'm like trying to click. Okay, there we go. Communications. Like I was clicking on those buttons and it wasn't doing anything. But anyway, all right, let's hail them. This is so unresponsive. I don't know if that's because it's like has to process every action I take on the server or what. But yeah, I mean I tried clicking those. All right, hangar request completed. Now what? Pilot the tutorial ship out of the hangar. Are you kidding me? You're not gonna like tell me how? Rafe up. And now, yeah, now it won't give me button prompts for a controller. Control hints below will help guide you on how to pilot your ship. Well, I guess I'm using mouse keyboard. Power toggle U. No, that toggles off.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Yeah, I don't see a, okay, thrusters toggle I.
Engines online.
Up. Oh, I need to go straight up. Okay. Weird that there's no sound effect for this. Okay, so it's like freelancer sort of controls, but you can't turn it off. Audio enabled. Alright, well, we're out of the hangar. Now what? Space goes up, control goes down, but retract your landing gear, press N. So, move with WASD. SCR modes allowed shields and weapon use, but speed is limited. Nav mode is for faster travel with no shields or weapons. I feel like my ship is like drifting here. Oh, it's probably because of the mouse cursor. Operator mode, forward. Scan mode. Fly faster and use the quantum travel. Swap to nav mode by holding. Oh, well. HUD's left side gauge is your speed. To adjust the maximum speed limit, increase with left alt plus mouse wheel and decrease. What? Okay. Well, just max that out, I guess. Each checkpoint. As native controller and joystick support, I just have to enable them. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Activate cruise control and maintain current speed with left alt plus C, brake with X. To do that while like holding the throttle up. People will compare this to Elite Dangerous. Engage your afterburst while flying. Afterburst while flying, hold left shift. Am I engaging my afterburners? They don't feel very afterburny. I need to be in operator mode. I need to be out of cruise control. Yeah, we are flying. F2 will let me plot a course. Okay, well, I'm gonna follow the tutorial prompts for now. Follow the checkpoints out of Lorville. Okay, yeah, I needed to be out of cruise control to use the afterburners. Gotta give it a direction, yeah. Yeah, anytime I look to go left, and you see me looking left, I'm looking at the chat. Quantum to Everest Harbor. We use quantum travel. Okay, so how do I do that? Let's just look at it in chat. This is the classic IRC, you know, game chat prank. Alt F4 does the wings on Scorpius. Yeah, okay. I don't know how to activate quantum mode. Hold N. Yeah, I think it tried to explain that, but the prompt just disappeared. I'm holding N, and nothing is happening.
Landing gear deployed.
I toggled my landing gear, or I deployed my landing gear.
Landing gear raised.
Decoupled toggle. Operator mode. Scan mode. That's turning off. I've been pressing F12 and it's not been doing anything. Like, yeah, I just pressed F12. Chat's still there. So, I don't know. Oh god. Okay, my track IR seems to have, yeah, gotten confused. I had to like recenter it there. Do I have enough cargo slots for that burrito that was carrying? No, I ate the burrito. Hold B.
Shields offline.
Okay. Why didn't it say that anywhere? Okay, so this is like Super Cruise, right? But then, okay, QT engage.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay. Now reach Everest Harbor. Calibrating. After exiting quantum travel, check your speed. If cruise control is still active, press left Alt plus C to regain manual control. How do I get, like, out of quantum mode? Combat prohibited. Well, even though I'm holding, like, S. Well, I blew it up. I assumed that holding S would, like, make me, thrust backwards, but it did not. And then I hit the afterburners, and that just made me go forward faster. Hold B again. Don't fly straight at it. I'll be sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. All right. I think, as neat as it is, the track IR is kind of, causing issues just because, you know, I'm looking all over the place, like looking at chat, and it's causing me to, like, lose, you know, just sort of lose tracking and stuff, so I'm just going to disable it for now. I'll turn it back on for Elite. Is that like the shower? Oh, you can't see yourself in the mirror? Alright. Let's try again. You're already missing friendship drive. Oh, these guys are still at it.
How are you getting by?
There should be a toggle button. A little accident happening. Yeah. Oh, I'm back to the Destiny cursor. What's up with that? What happened to my, like, crosshairs? Excuses, excuses. I mean... And yeah, if F12 is supposed to get rid of the chat, it, is not doing that. But alright, I'm a You're walking in place.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm all right. Are you? Okay, yeah. Now you're all right. Okay. Security. There should be an on-off hotkey for track IR. Well, I don't know what it is, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. Is that where I just came from? Okay, yeah, I think this is the way. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? Hi. A nice place to stand. Just works.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
Alright, I'm just gonna use the controller the whole time, so that hopefully that'll get it to like give me the tutorial prompts, you know, for the controller. So I will just do that.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark.
You know, wingman to help me through these first few hours. So, I mean, it seems like I got him in chat. Ooh, Gary. Got this Gatorade bottle. Can I drink it? Yeah. Yeah, okay, why is it giving me mouse button prompts for like place and store, but then controller prompts for interact off screen and pit menu? Also, why is it not like... Okay, yeah. Space Gatorade. It's what plants crave. Alright. Hopefully we're at the right stop. Oh my god, are you serious? Just want to confirm.
Hello.
This game is a click and hold the stick to run game. You cannot just like click the stick. You have to hold, you have to click and hold in order to run. Anyway.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Interact.
System.
Unknown. Claim.
Everyone's got their own regs in China, ways accepts. Just want to bounce to some
Wait, what? Once submitted, the following lever will be... Okay. Claim insured loadout, or... Okay, I'll do the default loadout, I guess.
Move to our storage facility.
I guess, do I want this one?
Vehicle selected.
I love that it just keeps adding more and more ships for every time I restart the controller.
Delivered to the following location.
I mean, yeah,
Your vehicle
it's... With this, as I mentioned before, I have been entertained. The marker on my HUD indicates the hangar where you can find your ship. Use the hangar elevators to reach it. Okay, but like... My god, they really... Click and hold the run. In 2026. I mean, I guess in 2013, right? That's what this game is from. Okay. For the record, I chose this over Starfleet Academy PC. But yeah, this, you know, this has its own charm. Yeah, I mean, I can always do Starfleet Academy next time. Yeah. I mean, it's immersively fun. The immersion is fun. Maybe the part where it's like a video game isn't so fun, but the part where you just marvel at whatever the hell's going on, that's pretty fun. Okay. Hey! We actually have gamepad button prompts in the tutorial prompts. Thank God. All right.
Systems online.
So that's not so good. So like, look at this. Like it's highlighting power off, but you know I got my like cursor there. Yeah, that's. How am I supposed to? Yeah. Okay, I am hitting. Yeah. Why is it mixing like keyboard controls in with in there? Like what's going on? Okay, yeah, I like these buttons are like insanely unresponsive. Like sometimes I hit them and just nothing happens. Is the hatch open? To like turn around. Can't see if the hatch is open. I think it is open. Okay, Lorville Landing. Did I hail them? Oh. There we go. This is like QWOP. It's a space sim. Okay. I think we're... Oh, see, now it's giving me keyboard controls. Is it like right stick up? No, left stick up? Is the engine on? Is that the problem? Engine on. Power off. The guide, control hints below will help you. They are not guiding me on how to control my ship. Okay, move vertical left bumper plus left. Okay.
Complete.
Alright, here we go. Oh god. That's...
Good luck on your travels. As you leave our atmosphere, it's important to remember that Hurston dynamics isn't simply...
it's like invert Y on like right stick to control your pitch, which I don't do. I only do invert Y when it's the left stick. Flight pitch. Try that. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? It's probably for like the mouse controls, I guess. Oh, that's okay, mouse gamepad. There we go. Need to be in gamepad and flight movement, flight pitch. No. Eh. Okay, okay. Okay, now I'm getting like, this is like the opposite of how Elite works. You know, Elite does, you know, roll on the left stick and yaw on the right stick, but this is yaw on the left stick, roll on the right stick. Alright, to retract your landing gear, press N. That is not, I do not have an N button on my gamepad. Alright, but it does say down. Alright, on the D-pad. SCM mode, nav mode. Okay, but it doesn't talk about how to like activate SCM mode. It said there's like operator mode. HUD's left side gauges your speed to adjust maximum speed, increase with... Okay, those are keyboard buttons, not gamepad ones. Yeah, that yaw control. Activate cruise control, maintain current speed with something. Oh my god, this is another one. This is another click and hold the left stick to boost. You just tap, it doesn't hold. You have to hold. Yep, look at that. While flying, hold left stick to boost. My god. Why? Why would you do this? I feel like I might need to change this to be Elite style because like I am like hopeless with these controls as is. This, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. And the gamepad controls don't like catch on the menu there. That's nice. No, inversion. No, they're not going to make this easy, so, okay, forget it. Wait, is there like alternate controls, gamepad, did they say? No, advanced controls, customization. No, I'm not going to be able to do that easily. I'm going to have to live with this, and then I'm going to switch to Elite, and it's going to be very confusing. Although, maybe not that confusing, because I'm not going to be doing this for much longer. Yeah, controllers are an afterthought. Maybe I should just use keyboard. Yeah, it's because this is like, this is not working very well. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the keyboard controls. Right, Quantum to Everest Harbor. Which I can't help but notice they did not tell me how to quantum travel. They just don't have a tutorial prompt for that. I know from chat that I need to hold the B button. And then speed gauge. Okay, why did the holding S not make me go backwards? Like, it was making me, I was holding S and I, you know, hit shift, expecting it to, like, you know, slow me down, but instead it made me go forwards faster. But now it's working the way I expect it to. Hmm. Do I see my, like my afterburner juice? Oh, AB, I assume, at like 30%. Alright, so where it says land at Everest Harbor, where is the landing pad or like docking port or whatever? It says land. Will history repeat itself? Contact the station to request permission to land by using either the comms menu in your ship's displays or by pressing left Alt plus N. I hit left Alt. Hangar request completed. Alright, gotta land. I don't know how to roll with keyboard controls. I assume that's important. Q and E? Okay, it's Q and E. Alright, that makes sense. That's in a place you would expect. Try not to go too fast here. It's such a small docking port. Alright, let's lower the landing gear. Like, there's barely enough, you know, room for my ship. Is there no autopilot dock? Do they really expect you to do this every time? Alright, well, we did it. If you drop your landing gear, we'll limit speed. I forgot whatever the button is to, like, look around your cockpit. Because I was using the track IR to do it before.
All systems offline.
Power off. Okay, oh, it's F to interact or look. But how do I get out of the seat now? Exit the pilot seat, hold Y. Okay, yeah. Well, so in defense of Elite, why do you have to manually request docking clearance? I feel like that. What? What happened? I just like slipped on a banana peel. What? Does this game have like a Smash Bros. Brawl style tripping? Does that just happen sometimes? Alright, we're gonna store our ship.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I didn't drink enough space Gatorade. I have left the channel. Check my journal. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish this tutorial and then we'll move on to Elite. And maybe I'll come back to this game next week because we gotta like see some actual gameplay. Check my journal. Well, what's the button to check my journal, game? You didn't tell me. Like F1 for that big menu. The journal. Alright. Reversing the verse. Oh, we finished the tutorial. All right, we're done. All right, so that's it for Star Citizen for today. But I'll come back to it next week because I want to at least see some actual gameplay. But for now, we recommend avoiding the free fly. The servers are always garbage. If I own it, I do own it. I have whatever the crappiest ship is. But yeah, we did it. We we defeated the tutorial. I'm gonna call that a victory. All right, so give me a moment here while I boot up Elite and change the YouTube game settings to say that I'm playing Elite and not Star Citizen. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me, YouTube? Okay, come on. Here's the game. Elite Dangerous. Time to get aluminum and go back to the station that isn't on fire anymore. Yeah. So I actually played a bunch of Elite off stream. So I'm way ahead of you there. Where will we find aluminum? There's plenty of aluminum around. I sort of like found a loop to do, but I don't know if I should do any of that on stream or ever again because it's insanely boring. I guess I could do one loop just so you can see what it's like. But yeah, there's a new, the station is no longer the old, community event is over. The station is no longer on fire, so now they're rebuilding it. So they want aluminum and like power generators and something else, I don't know, titanium to fix it up. All right. Elite. So yeah, we could do like one loop of this just so you can get a sense of what the deal is here. What doing trading in Elite, commodity trading in Elite is like. It's a lot like it is in Privateer. Which is to say, pretty mind-numbing. But, if you're just like listening to a podcast or you got some like, low impact video on YouTube on your other monitor, you could sort of while away the hours doing this. Yeah, this is a story event. I'll just, take a look at the thing here is, but yeah, as you see this ship in the loading screen here, this is, I played this off stream a bit just because I wanted to like, I wanted to make some progress so I could like actually do, other things other than just like get to the community event and like do, one instance of it on stream. So, ooh, I need to. Alright, so we got the track IR. But yeah, so I bought. Well, let's take a look at the community event first. Probably the best place to do is in Starport Services. You usually put me on while you're playing Elite. I mean, suppose that's a good way to do it. I never even thought about myself as low impact content, but sure, guilty as charged. So yeah, Lumon's Starport Repairs Initiative. Earn rewards by delivering power generators, titanium, and aluminum to Ryman Enterprise in the Lumon system. So yeah, following emergency evacuation efforts in Lumon, attention is turned to repairing all ports damaged in the recent pirate attacks. Lumon system authorities have placed an open order for quantities of power generators and yeah, all this stuff. And you get good stuff for doing it. You see, I'm already in the top 50%. Am I in VR? So no, I'm not in VR. I'm using a track IR, which is following my head movement. So it's sort of like VR Lite. But yeah, with all the money I made from ferrying those passengers and for, getting the money for the community goals, I bought this ship, the Caspian Explorer. You can maybe get a better look at it in here. This like Star Trek looking ass ship here. This is like the Defiant, I guess. This ship is all about travel. It can go really far. And, there are ways to get a ship that goes, well, I mean, there are ways to get a ship that can, like, travel, as far in a jump as this one does, before, in other ships, but you have to make a lot of sacrifices. But this ship, you can just take whatever you want with you, and you have a huge jump range, and it has this special, it's the only ship that could use this special jump drive that can, when you do like the super boost off of certain types of stars, it travels like way farther than other ships. So I bought this because I want to like get around. I want to just, I feel like most of these streams, I just spend most of my time just getting to the, wherever I want to get to, and then it's over. So what I'm going to do is, I'm on Ryman Enterprise already, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a load of scrap, because I know where I'm going. I'm going to launch, and I got the place I want to go bookmarked. I want to go Galaxy Map. While I'm like getting it, I sort of I got this whole process down. I'm going to Krupkat Dock. That's in the Inara system, which is interesting. There's the wiki speaking now. Yeah, traveling quickly is a big luxury in Elite. Yeah, I should probably actually apply some of the paint jobs I've been getting, but alright, so I got a full load of scrap, because that's the best thing I've found to sell at, Krupkat Dock. Oh yeah, and so not only does this ship have a special, like, jump drive thing, but it also has better travel in system, in like Super Cruise than other ships, because it has a special thing that makes it so that you're not as affected by gravity wells as other ships. So it's just the best ship for getting around. Yep, chat on the left side. On the left side, I got a monitor on my left. You can tell now, because I look to the left. Headquarters, yep, the headquarters of Inara. The UI is a lot more readable in this. I don't know, although maybe it's because we're used to it. I don't know. And it's sort of like, I did, so I wanted to like get this. Also, I wanted to, like, you know, just learn the ropes a bit more so that I could be a bit more competent on stream. As I misjudge this because I'm not really paying full attention. But to get the Crew Cat docks like super far away, so I actually want to just super boost here until we're at, like, I don't know, less than 10k light seconds away, like that, and then. So now I finally understand what people were saying when they said, you know, reduce to 75% speed. Because it didn't make any sense to me. Because I would look at, you know, the throttle on the right there and I'd be like, well, 75% of that, isn't that like a really high speed? But actually 75% for whatever reason is like super low. We'll see when we get to... I didn't really do this very efficiently. I should have been in super boost mode for longer. But yeah, when we get to 6 seconds, I'm going to reduce speed to 75%. Or, you know, set between 7 and 6. The whole squad can fit in there. Of all the old space sims, which one did I like the most? Probably Star Luster. I think that's the one I got the most into, although, yeah, it's just actually beating the, you know, story mode or whatever it's called, like the hardest difficulty, is just so impossible that, I don't know, maybe I'd say just classic Star Raiders might be the best. It's between those two, though. Star Raiders and Star Luster. But yeah, probably the best actual game, you know, if you were to play it today, would be the Star Raiders in Atari 50 or whatever it's called. That you know, Atari. Oh, I feel like, yeah, I miscalibrated here. I'm gonna speed up. The Crew Cat dock's kind of a pain in the ass to get to because it's so far away. Okay, I'm gonna slow down again. No, not like it's that game that is like a sort of like a history tour of Atari games. I don't remember what it's called. Alright, so once you're below 7.5k, you can request docking. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna say, in defense of like all these like procedural steps you have to do in Elite, none of it's like, you know, like incomprehensible the way some things in Star Citizen were. You know, it's all just sort of like, you know, sort of minor busy work tasks, and I think they do all of those just so it's like, I don't know, they're trying to find things for you to have to do, just actions that you have to take, so that you're not just doing literally nothing to travel through space. And, you know, not all the things they came up with are all that interesting, but, you know, I think it's better than just having you do nothing. Or just having it be replaced with a loading screen, like in Star Citizen. Or not Star Citizen, Starfield. Got my star things mixed up there. Okay. Did we use, like, I was like, what? Did we use 0 fuel? Alright, so we got we're at Crew Cat dock. So now we are going to sell the scrap that we had. I'm going to press F12 because I leaned in here. Oh no, no matter what, it's like, yeah, you're leaning in, so you're gonna be like, your face is like planted right up against this display here. Well, we'll just have to live with it. Alright, we'll sell the scrap. It's so little, it's almost not worth buying it, but whatever. So this aluminum is worth, you know, it costs way more than the galactic average because everyone's been buying it up, but it's still great. Still going to be worth it in the end anyway. We're going to spend 1,000,000 credits to buy that.
At maximum capacity.
And then we're going to go back to Ryman Enterprise. which we do by going to the galaxy map because I got it bookmarked.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, 50th anniversary collection. But yeah, that Atari game by I forget the developer, but they do a lot of, like, you know, historical collections. That has the Atari 5200 port of Star Raiders. We're waiting in the queue. Sometimes I, you know, just ignore the auto, you know, launch and just try to get out, but then sometimes that leads to me crashing into the other ship and getting a fine, or getting stuck at the docking port. And it's pretty funny when you get stuck at the docking port because they don't even consider it a crime, but they will just shoot you. They will just blast because they're like, well, there's something in the way of the docking port. We can't have that. It's going to impede business. We got to remove it. And they don't even consider it a crime. They don't give me a fine or anything, but they just start shooting, which is very funny. But yeah, it's probably best to just let the auto launch do its magic, unless you're very impatient.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, the Atari 50 or Atari 50th anniversary, whatever it is, it has the Atari 5200 port of Space or Star Raiders, but it has they have fixed the biggest problem with that port, which is otherwise the best version of the game. But the problem was, like, the way you would set the throttle sucked. Like, it was really a huge pain in the ass to set your throttle, which is, like, you know, a basic aspect of the controls. And this, you know, Atari 50 version, they fixed that. Ryman Enterprise is a lot closer. So we can just do that. Put that on. They go down to 75%. But yeah, they've fixed the throttle controls, and they've sort of, like, you know, fixed up the controls to work on a, you know, X input gamepad. So I think that is the best game that I showed, and I did show that in that video. Sort of like mention it as an aside, and that's the best game probably in the old Space Sims videos. I mean, I'm sure some people would say Elite. That's definitely the most ambitious and interesting, you know, in the original Elite. But I do not enjoy the original Elite. I think this game is much better. They've improved just a bit since then, I would say. Also, yeah, I find the idea of mega meters pretty funny. Yeah, but this is very much a, you know, yeah, a Zen game where you just sort of, like, kind of go into autopilot, like mental autopilot, and just grind, which, you know, sometimes people like that. But yeah, no, we're docking, listening to the nice. Yeah, you're an FPS snob. Well, like, what is the, you know, they have those, like, later versions of Elite. What is, like, Elite Plus run at? That's probably like a 30 FPS game, right? Maybe. Assuming it doesn't just, like, you know, run arbitrarily and it just goes in, like, super fast motion if you were to increase the frame rate. You would hope that would not be a thing. Alright, so that was a trading loop. We we bought something at this station, and then we sold it at our destination, and now you can see the demand for aluminum is through the roof, so we're going to sell all the aluminum we got for 10 million credits. That's a cool 10 million credits for like, what was that? What was that, like 10 minutes? Something like that. So, you know, pretty lucrative, but like also extremely boring. It bothers me that it doesn't like have like a sound effect for selling all of your cargo. Then it makes me paranoid that it didn't take and that I still have the cargo on. Yeah, then there's like 2 versions of Elite for DOS. There's like, I don't remember what the first DOS port was called, but then there's Elite Plus. And that one was made by, I'm blanking on his name, but it's the guy who made, Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's probably... Oh yeah, and there's also NES Elite. I bet that runs at a good frame rate. Or at least a better one. But yeah, so... What I was thinking of doing... Well, so... My original plan for all this money I've made was to buy a Panther Clipper 2, which is like the biggest cargo ship, and then start doing these cargo runs in that. But I don't think I want to do that because, I mean, I sort of like estimated it. I think that would have like about like 2.5 times the amount of cargo space that this has. So I think it would make around like 25 million credits per run, which is like, it's lucrative, but it's not that much, and it's like so boring. Especially you don't want to do that on stream. So instead, what I think I'll use this money for is finishing outfitting this ship, because this ship, you know, I couldn't afford to. There's got to be an 8A power plant, right? That's got to be somewhere. Oh my God, look at how expensive that is. Maybe there isn't. Let me just... The other thing you got to do in this game is you got to look at Inara. You got to look stuff up. So if I go to the data, search nearest, then Mons. And I'm looking for power plant. I'm looking 8A power plant. So there is an 8A power plant. I'll look for nearby Le Mans. And then I'm going to look for a discounted one, which is so O'Leary Vision at Segon. Yeah, which anything that is owned by the faction Li Yong Rui. So we're gonna look for Segon. Once you get an elite ranking, you can go to Jameson Memorial. They stock everything. Huh? Okay. But is not by Sid Meier. Segon. That is 2 jumps away, so we'll just head there. And then I'm not really sure. Somebody mentioned that you know, they were going to say there's like a, you know, in the last time I played this, they mentioned they wanted to, you know, make a post or like tell me about a bunch of things to, like, interesting things to do in this game. So I figured I'd get this ship up to speed and then go do interesting things, but I have not seen them give me that list yet, which is probably just like, you know, you say that sometimes you say you're going to do a thing and then you realize that, oh God, this is going to take so much more work than I thought it would, and I don't have time for this right now. That's probably what happened with them. On the other side of this planet, Just gotta get into Super Cruise here so I can get around the planet. And yeah, with the track IR, you can do things like this. I could look up at my destination. That's pretty neat. And yeah, it's a ship looks a lot like the Defiant, or definitely a Star Trek-esque ship, which makes sense for, you know, a ship all about exploration. Alright. Friendship drive charging. We're gonna go get a fancy power plant. I wish I could remember the name of the roller coaster tycoon guy. Honk my discovery horn here, because this might be a new place. It probably is. Oh, you know what? I guess I was like, why didn't I buy a fuel scoop for this? I did. But oh, we're getting a little toasty, but it should be okay. We're not that hot. But I replaced everything that wasn't nailed down on this ship with cargo racks for obvious reasons. Chris Sawyer, that's it. Alright, so we're there. We want to go to O'Leary Vision. It's pretty close, so I won't even bother with the super boost. Forgetting the name of it, but you know, Super Boost gets the idea across. But yeah, we'll buy. Oh, texting and driving. I was like thinking about looking at the chat, and I think I'm gonna have to go around do another pass here. Yep. That's fine. It's not gonna take that long. I missed my window to hit 75% throttle. What about that other game designer from the 90s, Chris Roberts? What has he been up to? Good question. Maybe someday we'll find out. Man, like, the Squadron 42 is supposed to be like, you know, Call of Duty, Wing Commander, or whatever, like, you know, pick up and play, right? Is it gonna be as, like, in-depth and complicated to control as Star Citizen? Like, people are gonna, you know, pick up that game and be like, what is even going on? I don't understand. So, now the problem becomes, you know, I came here, my ship is like all, you know, gutted for cargo. So then all the parts I bought for it are sitting on Ryman Enterprise. There's always engineering. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, doing engineering, just like trying that out. Finding an engineer, doing whatever their quest is. I mean, I was thinking of, like, right before the stream, I was going to look up, you know, well, the Guardian FSD booster is supposed to be a big deal. That's not actually an engineering thing, but, like, that's like supposed to be a big upgrade to your FSD so you can travel faster. But that actually doesn't apply to this ship, unfortunately. Because it doesn't come in the size that you need. This ship has a super massive Class 8 FSD.
Contact, clear to disembark.
And the Guardian FSD, which is it's like, you know, boosts the range of your FSD. That just doesn't come in Class 8. But yeah, isn't it funny how Duke Nukem Forever was this like massive joke of a game? Like, oh my god, look how long it took to release that game. But like, if you compare that to, you know, the time that it takes, even like successful AAA games nowadays, like it's not even that. It wasn't even that long. And you know, compared to Star Citizen or, you know, Star Citizen even isn't even the biggest disaster. Because that would be Beyond Good and Evil 2. That game is like on another level. And supposedly, according to Ubisoft, it's, oh my god, look at how expensive that is. And that's with the discount. Jesus Christ. How much am I like getting from that? How many megawatts? 36. My god. You go 60 million credits. That's the difference between 33 megawatts and 36 megawatts. Well, I came all the way here, so I gotta do it. Well, I guess it's a bit lighter too. So I'm gonna buy this. It tops out at size 5, but I could still mount that, but I don't think that would give me the range that this class 8 FSD will give me. Although, well, is it like in a different slot than the actual frameshift drive? What else do I want? I got 7A thrusters, 7A power distributor. I think all these are good. So 7. Got a 7A. Module type limit exceeded. Oh, right, because I have some crappy shields on here. Red Dead Redemption 2 took 8 years. Can't I put a ship on the Caspian Explorer? I can. And that was the other thing. I did some combat off screen because I wanted to, you know, I did that. I just basically just farmed the community event because I just wanted to like get a feel for like how combat works in this. And we're probably not going to get a chance to do any combat in this stream, but I'd like to show that off sometime. It adds a flat amount to your range. Oh, so you can still get it. So that should be my next objective: is get the Guardian FSD booster. All right, yeah. So that's my next goal. So what do people think? Did I buy the 7A shield generator for 43 million credits? Just burn through all my credits here. Or no, wait, I don't want the 7A, right? I want the 7. I want the Bi-Weave, which is okay. That's way cheaper. Thank God. Okay. And then fuel scoop. 24 million. Yeah, if you really want, like, it's you look at the difference between like 0.75 tons per second versus 0.88 tons per second, and that's like like 18 million credits. I'll get the B. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll get... Let's get a, Oh, do they not have... Of course, they don't have a, ship hangar on here, do they? That's unfortunate. But yeah, this ship can fit a ship hangar, so it could have like a little like baby fighter on it. But they don't sell those here, so we can't do it. Let's just store all these cargo racks. I think they're not weighing us down, but whatever, they're in the way. Hmm. It's got this. I think this ship also has just like a ton of optional compartments. I think this is like way more than the average amount of optional compartments. Oh yeah, the Super Cruise Assist. I don't need that. Alright, so... Well, we can get some guns on this thing, maybe. So I think the loadout that I settled on was like half beam lasers, half and fixed. They gotta be fixed. Do like 3 beam lasers, maybe even 4. Are there cloud and smoke space monsters in Elite? I don't know, what kind of... Do we know what a Thargoid looks like? Like with the actual, you know... They're supposed to be insectoid, right? Cannons and gimbaled cannons. This is the loadout that I determined worked best for me. Yeah, see, normally when you put all this these guns and stuff on your ship, your range goes way down, but because this ship has such a powerful FSD, you can see it's like barely going down. I might want to go like 4 cannons and 3 beam lasers, but I don't know. We'll just stick with that for now. We haven't seen a Thargoid, just their ships, really, and all the time that mankind has, you know, interacted with Thargoids, we've never seen their ship. We've never seen them outside of a ship. I find that hard to believe. All right. So, can I do like a class 1 vehicle hangar? No, gotta be class 2. And yeah, look at how we have this super powerful power generator, so we have like tons of headroom for the power, which is actually really good because, you know, when you get shot, you know, during combat, it can, you know, compromise your power generation. And so it's good to have some headroom. Vehicle bay. Get this thing. Yeah, purchase a fighter hangar bay to fit a fighter bay. But alright, so if I were to go after the Guardian FSD, what would I have to do? Where do I even start? I need to like go to there's some place I need to go to. I like stopped watching the video when I realized I guess I misunderstood. I thought it was like, oh well, if you have a class 8 FSD, then this isn't going to be useful. But I guess it would be useful, so we can try to. I guess I could buy a shield thing. Shield booster. Or not a shield booster, a shield cell bank. And like, I don't know what else I need. Probably nothing, really. Oh wait, I want a Olympic controller. Right, because the collector limpets. Yeah, that should do. Because like actually, you know, trying to use the cargo scoop manually, that's like, don't even bother. Like, that's terrible. It's so obnoxiously slow and fiddly and easy to screw up. You know, but if you do any combat, you're gonna want a collector limpet. But yeah, if you could look up how to get that Guardian FSD booster, because yeah, unfortunately I did not watch the video I was going to watch. Did not continue watching when I mistakenly assumed that I was not going to be able to do it. Or, you know, that it was not going to work for me. The limpets. I guess while you're looking that up, I could look up a place where I can find a fighter hangar. Well, you know what? I bet they got it at Ryman Enterprise, so why don't we just go there? Well, I better look it up. Rennie Hub. Oh, well, I don't want to like a station. Thurston Ring at Kama. The limpets. Oh, you know, I forgot to stock up on limpets, that's like a really, the interface for stocking up on limpets is like really, it feels hacked in. Like it's not intuitive or convenient at all. It's sort of like tucked away in this really hidden spot.
Landing gear retracted.
It feels really jank, like they sort of like crowbarred it into the interface. Okay, so I want comma. Three jumps. All right, well we'll head there. All right, I bet I could do manual here. Oh. Oh. Gotta find. Well, there you go. Got a fine for reckless flying. Oh well. Looks like I need to get a tech broker to get the Guardian FSD.
Scan detected.
We're fine. Everyone's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Everybody wants to scan me.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have left the no-fire zone. Flight control out.
Ready to engage.
Oh. Align with target? What do you mean align with target? I feel like I was pretty aligned there. Surrounded by assholes. Alright, there we go. Now we got the fuel scoop going.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Sergeant asshole, private asshole, general asshole. Whole gangs here. Oh yeah, so I wish this worked better. I can't show it off while we're in which space here, but so with Track IR, you could just like look at you know, where a console would be, and you could actually interact with it, which is pretty neat. But like, I don't know, something about like, you know, it being like lower resolution than if you like switch to it the manual way. It's like really hard to see. Also, I kind of have to like look down, and then I have to like, oh god, almost drove into the sun there.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and the problem, like, I'm like, you know, looking like almost away from the monitor here. I have to like turn my eyeballs up to look at the console there. I wish I didn't have to look as far down to activate the console. It's like, it's cool, it's really cool in theory, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, because you're a bit farther away from it, it's harder to see, you know, what you're doing in the menus. But like the idea of just looking at the menu and then you're using it is like super cool to me. Alright, we're going to the Thurston Ring. We have to find like an engineer or something, tech broker. That's something we could look up on Inara. Are there multiple tech brokers? There probably are, but we need to find the tech broker. But then we also need to give them some materials, right? I can lean forward to zoom. But yeah, but that's like a lot more time and effort to lean forward, you know? Like, I want to be able to see the menu clearly while leaning back like this. Maybe there's like a zoom button I could bind to a controller. But that still wouldn't fix the problem of like, you know, I'm like looking way down to activate that thing. That's the biggest problem. Found the old Reddit guide. You can paste the address here. I mean, I can find a guide on my own time. It's just, like, what's a step that I can take to get myself closer to that goal? I need some materials, right? So we can figure out what materials I have versus what I need. Apparently you need to get Guardian modules first, which you can get from Sinuef NLN D234. Okay. Let's just like check our check our inventory, because we got a bunch of just random materials here. Probably don't have those Guardian modules, because that's probably like some kind of special thing that only comes from specific places. Okay, hopefully that Sinuaf place is close to Le Mans, because that's what we want. We want stuff that's close to where we are. Although we do have this, like, you know, this super fast ship with a really high FSD range, so we can get places. You know, one of the reasons why I wanted this ship is so I wouldn't have to just be reliant on, you know, hitching a ride on Zero's carrier anytime I want to get somewhere. So nice to have this now. Alright, so I just came here to buy a fighter hangar. 1 Guardian power cell and 21 Guardian technology components. Okay. But yeah, I can't be like browsing guides while I'm streaming. That's just gonna be dead air, basically. So I don't need like a huge fighter hangar. Let's try a 4. Are you kidding? They don't have them. I guess, what, you know, a station has can change. Well, alright, well, whatever. They don't have the fighter hangar. Well, unless it's not showing them to me because that slot is too small. No, I think they just don't have it. Oh wait, no, never mind. Fighter hangar. I'm blind. Okay. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, so it only shows it for class 5. Maybe that other station had a fighter hangar all along. Oh well. So vehicle slots 2. So you could theoretically have 2 vehicle slots. Well, in that case, why don't I do this? Aim to lose that shield cell bank, but oh well. And then let's buy a 5A here. No active crew. What happened? So I had a crew member. They're in the crew lounge. Yeah, I had a mostly harmless, or they were harmless, but I upgraded them to mostly harmless. So set them as active. I guess I'll need to find another one eventually, but I'm not gonna do that now. Because you need them. You need someone else to fly the fighter. The Reddit guide is good. Takes a long time to get track IR perfectly set up. It's years of constant slight adjustments till it's perfect, unfortunately. You shouldn't have to tuck your chin into your neck to look around. Yeah, well, like, the problem is, like, the game wants you to look down to activate the thing. I mean, I guess I could maybe try to make an adjustment so that, like, the default, you know, left and right, or, you know, default pitch is a bit lower. Oh wait, currently there's no benefit to having more than one crew member? Oh, what, can they fly both of the ships, or could you not have like 2 ships out at a time? What's up with that? Caspian is not a fighting ship, no need for fighter bays. Yeah, well, I wanted to try doing some fighting in it anyway. But alright, so I'm gonna try and find that place. Go to the galaxy map. Oh. CUF, NL, NC234. Where is that? Is that like insanely far away? Okay, that is insanely far away. 25 jumps. There's got to be somewhere closer than that, right? There's got to be. Get me an Oberth class. NPC crew can only fly 1 fighter. Or mothership if I fly the fighter. 2 fighters can be deployed only if piloted by humans. Weird. But yeah, I was thinking, because I was using... I mean, let's take a look. Because we're going to have to find a... I mean, maybe that's the closest place, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something closer, right? You know, search for something close to Le Mans. But yeah, I did the combat in an Anaconda, which seemed to be, from what I was looking, it seemed like that's like the heaviest, biggest, most fighting ship there is. This thing. And it's got like impressive guns on it, but the thing I noticed in combat in this game is like turn speed accounts for a lot. Like if you cannot turn to face your opponent, and like there are certain things you could do to increase your turn speed, but like only by so much and only in certain circumstances. And the other thing I noticed is NPC ships, they just turn faster than you. Under the same circumstances, it seems like NPC ships they could just turn faster than a player under normal circumstances. Maybe their ships are like engineered or something. I don't know. Federal Corvette. Okay, try SINUF PJ as a different SINUF. All right, let's take a look. $19 jumps. Well, that's a little closer. They'll get a big gun. But yeah, so I feel like this thing can turn way faster. So I feel like that might actually be worth, losing some of those guns with gimbaled beams. Well, so I found that I did not like gimbaled beams. The problem with gimbaled beams is like NPCs use chaff all the time. Like they just non-stop chaff out of those guys. So I find it's better to just use... I found it easier to just use fixed beams. And, beams are instant hit. They're basically hit scan. They're just a laser beam. So it's pretty easy to hit even without the gimbals. I don't know, maybe there's like a faster way to get there, but whatever, let's just go. I don't want to spend a bunch of time just sitting here and trying to figure out, so we'll just go there. It is technically closer than the other one. And yeah, I don't know, maybe there's there's probably a better route we could take. But I'm not super up on like using those route plotters. Corvette is the only ship with 2 huge hard points. Hey, look at them. Who's that? Harry Heinrich. Alright. So yeah, theoretically, so the game is supposed to be able to like to account for you know, white dwarfs, brown dwarfs, whatever they're called. You know, the stars that you do like a big boost off of. But in practice, like I think it's not smart enough to like look outside of like a direct route. So like there would have to be, in order for the in-game route plotter to, you know, calculate a jump with like a boosted jump, the boosting star would have to be on the path, whereas, you know, the ones you can find on the, you know, the route plotters on the internet, they can see like, okay, well, what if you go out of the way? Oh, well, okay, this is going to be a boosted jump. I assume. Yeah, 104 light years. So let's see if I can manage to not screw this up. Stay out of the yellow there.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Okay, we did it. Alright.
Frameshift drive
Here we go. A super boosted jump for 100 light years. And you need to grind up federal rep for that Corvette. Oh. Okay, so it is... Man, this place must be like super far away because it's like plotting jumps using these. Alright, let's see. Let's try this again. Might be like not...
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive.
Alright, there we go. And it even put us out facing the right direction. With engineering, you can get the Caspian to 500 light year jump range with jet cone boosts. Yeah. So like, you know, I guess the game is actually giving us a relatively efficient route here. Alright. Now we just got some regular
System scan
stars. Regular jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which is still much further than the jumps I was making, you know, before I had this ship. Okay, how many jumps do we have to go? Once there, go to planet 7A. Yeah, well, I think we got some time to go before we get there. It's still quite a few jumps, even with these boosted ones.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Like, what are we on? All right, we got 15 jumps to go. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a bit. But yeah, I guess the in-game route planner is not that bad. Like, it did find us multiple boosted jumps there. I wonder if there are any more on the way.
Fuel scooping.
And I was thinking, you know, it's kind of annoying that your destination is always on the other side of the star, but like it makes sense, right? Because you're coming, you know, to the star, and if your destination, you know, you have a relatively efficient route, your destination is going to be on the other side of the star, right? Because you're
3, 2,
coming in from the far side, and then the next star is going to be on the other side, or, you know, behind it. So it's probably accurately calculating, you know, which direction you're coming into the system from. Probably
fuel scooping.
completely get my fuel back. Just in case, you never know. It's gonna eat up all my fuel. I mean, I seem to be pretty good on fuel, you know, with the fuel tank I have. But you know, they're safe than sorry. I'll need to farm a bunch of components once there. Easiest is just log in and out. All right, well that's close enough to full.
Complete.
Yeah, there we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Did I get point defense for my Caspian? Yes, I do have a point defense gun on there. Annoyingly, there isn't like you know, a centrally located hard point for that on the Caspian. It's got to be like on one side, which it just annoys me because it's like, you know, if something is behind me on my left, the turret won't be able to shoot that unless I guess I could get another one. But you know, it bugs me.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive
Yeah,
charging.
if we where would I see that? Modules, yeah, point defense turret. Yeah, there it is. It's there.
3, 2, 1.
Do not fear. Did I put it on top? Yeah, it is on top. I think. Sometimes, you know, when it's showing you where the hard points are when you're buying them, it's so zoomed in, and sometimes it's hard to tell where it is. Not sometimes, it's often hard to tell.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Hello HUD, what's going on? Oh, I see. It's like, that was weird. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't see the charging bar because the like the frame on the canopy was lit up, and so the HUD was just getting lost in that.
System scan complete.
But yeah, I want to try combat with this because I have a sneaking suspicion that this is actually pretty good at combat. I don't know, the lack of, you know, the sort of like smaller guns and you know, lower quality shields might hurt it a bit, but the fact that it can just outturn all the heaviest ships, I bet gives it an advantage.
4,
Okay. I want to kill the sentinels. I mean, these sentinels sound like the sentinels in No Man's Sky. I think that's what they're called. Sentinels in No Man's Sky.
Frameshift drive charging.
But, I don't know. I'll be interested to see them. That'll be something. Alright, 9 jumps to go. Including this one. Like the way the Corvette looks. Yeah, I gotta look like way down to see that. I wanna look at that. But yeah, maybe I just need to like give it the track IR like more sensitivity when looking down or something. Or just, yeah, increase the pitch sensitivity or something like that.
Frameshift drive charging.
The squadron in for backup. The whole squad together. Well. Yeah. Chief IR. Track IR. Trick is to look up slightly, press recenter button. Right, I tried that before. Well, I was thinking about that. You could try that. Sort of like make the up a bit like that, and then okay, that might have been a bit too much, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll try that. It still wants me to look like really far down. I think it's just, you know, it's like someone was saying before, like in Star Citizen, like these are not the most ergonomically designed HUDs on these ships. Like they generally, you want all the important information to be right in front of you, not like way below you.
Fuel scooping.
Okay. So is this gonna be a boosted jump? No. Because I started the charge, I'm gonna pop a heat sink there. We were cooking pretty bad there. Because I activated the FSD when I was like kind of close to that very hot star. Yeah, so once I've unlocked the FSD booster, I can just get it for any ship without needing to grind components. Probably just have to pay a credit fee. Yeah, track IR is good for dogfighting. You can just never break eye contact with the enemy when they are directly in front of you. Uh-oh. Could not connect to matchmaking server. Error code Mauve Adder. Well, let's just reconnect. See where it puts us. You know, the ironic thing is that, you know, I talked about how the whole point of getting this ship was... Oh, did it get rid of my destination? Yep, it got rid of my route. Cool. Alright. So, where was I going again? Or I'm just gonna scroll up here. All right. That's kind of crappy that it doesn't save your, your route, your plotted route between sessions. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, 5 jumps to go, almost there. But yeah, I was I was saying the irony of this is that, of this session of Elite is that I was talking about how, oh man, I got this ship so that I wouldn't have to spend all the time for a given stream session traveling to wherever it is I need to go and then doing like one thing. But then I go ahead and spend most of the time for this session traveling to the place I need to go, and then I gotta do like one thing when I get there, probably. But we'll at least get to see the Guardians, the Sentinels. Sorry.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's bright. Yeah. I look back and see it. No.
4, 3.
They should. They should have a rear view mirror. I was playing a game recently that had a rear view mirror, and I was like, that's cool, more games should do that, when you're driving a car, but also why not when you're driving a spaceship?
Fuel scooping.
You can see behind you.
System scan complete.
And I think the reason why games don't usually do it is that, you'd have to render the scene twice.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And most games can barely get away with rendering it once.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Fuel scooping.
All right. Actually, before I go to the planet, well, I don't know if there's I don't know if there are any stations there, but like, I should probably stop at a station, right? Because people were saying, when you die, you go back to whatever the last station you docked at was. So I should probably make a pit stop before going down to a planet. There's a bunch of carriers there. Last time I tried to dock with a carrier, it didn't let me, so I just sort of assumed that carriers are all player things and only, you can only dock with someone's carrier if they specifically allow you to. But maybe that's a bad assumption from trying the wrong carrier.
4, 3, 2,
1. How many jumps? 25B. Over there. Yeah, I think that this is it, right? We're here.
Complete.
Alright, so... yeah, there are no stations here. Alright, well... so we want to go to Planet 7? Or 7A? Ooh, that's not good. It's supposed to bring up a map screen. Okay, there we go. It took a while for some reason. It is not naming these planets. Right. Maybe I need to use the Discovery scanner. 41 bodies. That's a lot. Although I guess that's probably counting like moons and stuff. Alright, so let's take another look. Depends on the carrier settings. Okay. Alright, yeah, there we go. Well, it's not really numbering these. Do I need to like just count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7A. Yeah, I don't know what 7A would mean. So I'll just go to this planet, I guess. And that's far away. So let's Super Cruise overcharge. A will be the first planet? Oh. Space Dads and Co. Alright. So this one? Click on it, I'll get more info. Say there's a Guardian. First mapped by Dude. First football by Darth Luke. First or closest to the main body it is orbiting. Like I figured I was like just going into nothingness, but I wanted to like stop moving while I do this. First 7th planet, first moon. Okay, yeah, so this one, right? So 7. Head there. The one with the carriers. Yeah. That's probably why the carriers are there, right? So yeah, I want to at least do whatever this is once before ending the stream. Bunch of moons around this planet. All right. Here we go. Yeah, 7A, there we go. Why does it... you have to like get close to the planet so that it can tell you, like the HUD can tell you that it's the 7th planet? Like they couldn't just label them first? Like come on, that's stupid. That's just obfuscating for the sake of obfuscation. discovering. Like, the map could tell me that these planets are here and where they are. They can't just, like, number them. Okay, here we go. Someday I must learn to use my ship's full spectrum scanner. That's how you get the planets charted. I see. Guardian structure. Well, there it is. I think am I coming in? I'm coming in too hot. Got a bad angle of attack there. So let's turn around and do another pass.
Orbital flight engaged.
That's a little better. Feel like I'm gonna need night vision here. Wow, that barely made a difference. Okay. So this is the right thing, right? Guardian structure. I just assumed because it says Guardian, so it's got to be what I'm looking for, right? Okay, now the night vision's actually doing something for me. This is why I avoid stations that are like on a planet, because you know it's such a pain in the ass to get, you know, there and back. Right spot. All right. Okay, here we are. Auto landing in progress. Okay. Next challenge will be finding parking. What are you doing, ship? Where are you going? Okay. Need to land close enough for my point defenses to work against the Sentinel missiles. They're gonna shoot missiles at me? Damn. And this thing, this auto landing system is getting a bit confused. Is this too far away? Caspian's a big boy. I mean, I suppose I could do like manual landing. Land a little closer. We'll land off. Unsuitable terrain, what do you mean? Should be suitable here, right? No. Come on. Just saying it for like a split second there. I went okay. Here we go. Alright, so do I want to get out in the ship? Or, you know, in the SRV? I guess I might as well. I can always get out of the SRV. Oh my god, it's so dark. Get full brights and the night vision. Use SRV. Okay. I don't need to get out. Alright, so here's this Guardian thing. Okay, track IR is getting a little weird here, so I'm just gonna look straight forward and yeah. What's up with that?
Handbrake is on.
Don't want the handbrake, I think. But I don't know how I turned it on. Handbrake. Oh, now that's how did I turn that handbrake on? How do I... I need to like shoot that thing, right? But I don't remember... how to like target thing. Okay, A for handbrake. How do I activate my dual repeater? Alright, well that's how to do that, but then how do I aim up? Guess I could do this.
Handbrake is on.
Alright, it's sort of coming down here. Turret. Oh, and I need to like go to rolls. How do I activate the turret? Switch to turret mode. Combat mode. No, I cannot find the... I don't know why it keeps, like, glitching out. I don't even think that's the track IR. It's the game reacting to the track IRs for some reason. E on the keyboard. Gotta be some other way to do that, right? It's not doing it. Is this maybe this vehicle doesn't have turret mode? Alright, there we go. I bumped it. Alright, let's get that cargo scoop on.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Oh, right, I gotta target it. Of course.
Handbrake is on.
Alright, but it's X to target when you're in the SRV. Why is everything green? Because I have night vision on. I could turn it off. Let's see how it looks. With just my full, with just my brights. Nah, it's way harder to see, so let's keep it on. Right hand panel, maybe. Huh. I don't know, I can't find it. Okay. Active ancient obelisk.
Handbrake is on.
Data link scanner. How do I use that? Trying to check the keybinds. Alright. SRB controls. Turret controls. Well, that only helps when you already in turret mode, so let's see. I do not see turret mode here. Driving miscellaneous. Driving. Toggle, clicking the left stick. Okay, there we go. Well, I probably don't want to shoot this, right? I want to scan this. Huh. Okay.
Handbrake is on.
Do I need a special thing to scan this? Secondary fire. Scanning. Alright, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Alright, so I'll get to the central thruster. Might as well get him while I'm here, though, right? Go up to the top. Alright. Alright. I assume it's this thing.
Under attack.
Uh-oh. Alright, well there's the sentinels. Let's try shooting them. Oh yeah, and there's my PDC shooting down the missiles. I don't seem to be doing much damage to them. Oh no, never mind. I'm getting him. There it goes.
Target destroyed.
The other one seems to be stuck. Go too far, go back. Two pillars have risen that I could shoot at. Be careful, as I'll need the ammo to gather components.
Under attack.
Just taking cover. What a dick. He's like hiding behind the thing so that I can't hit him. Actually pretty good AI here. It's probably not intentional, but you know.
Under
Get him.
attack.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Guardian wreckage components. Might as well grab that too, right?
Cargo scoop deployed.
No reason not to partake. Guardian power conduit. And there's some more stuff over here. Oh, that's just the ancient obelisk that I scanned, I think. Or will be where I drop off the relic. Actually, am I like... How much space do I have? 1 of 4. Just behind me. Alright, so these pillars are like... I don't know, yeah, I don't know when you said that, but those pillars are like somewhere around here, right? Okay, I think I see them. So I shoot these. Gotta be these, right? Oh. Energy pylons charging. Okay. Until they charge fully. Is it gonna take 5 minutes to charge? Oh, I see. They need to like go further up. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think that one's charged too. Shoot until it says 5 minutes to charge them all. The timer. Are there any more? Is it just those two? Go find the others. Okay. They pop out of the ground. Alright. Well, let's take a look around. Two to the right and two on the left. This it? Oh wait. Here. There it is. Let's take care of this punk.
Target destroyed.
Guardian urn. Should have plenty of time, I think. Destructible panel. What's that? Well, I should probably focus on the task at hand. Oh, I think I lost it. Guardian totem. Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright, luckily you get more time as you you know, charge the pylons.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Alright, I'm probably going out too far. The other one's probably closer rather than farther. Gotta drive around, I guess. And this thing. Alright, come on, pylon, where are you?
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So, cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Maybe I'll find the pylon on the way back to my ship. Does this like scanner thing above my radar offer any hints as to where these pylons are? Cannot board excess cargo detected? What? What do you mean, excess cargo detected? Oh, do I not... Do I have, like, literally zero cargo space on my ship? Because I don't have any cargo racks? Do you just not have cargo space if you have no, Oh, hi there. Huh. Well, this could be a problem.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I'll need one relic, keep it. There we go. Alright, there's the second one, or I guess that's technically the fourth one. You fit no cargo racks, you cannot carry cargo. Well, this is an unfortunate time to figure that out. But what can you do? Hopefully, we don't need cargo space for what we're doing here. Yeah. Materials are just, they don't take space, which is nice of them.
Target destroyed.
Alright. So, it seems like the Guardian, or the Sentinels spawn next, like, pretty close to the towers that come out of the ground. So if you see a Sentinel, that means there's probably a tower nearby. Materials can be farmed from the slanted pillars at this site. I'll get everything I need. Oh, well. Kind of running low on time, though. I might not complete the sequence this time. Oh, here we go. Alright, we're back in it. God, I kind of like got caught on the pillar. This is a problem. I can't go backwards or forwards. I'm sort of like clipping into it, I think. Ah. Alright. There we go. So one to go. And I think it should be on the other side, right? Because I think both of these two, the most recent ones, were on this side. Use the boost to get through. So, burn off my cargo scoop is what I should probably do. That slows you down. I guess any empty space on your ship should be, like that should be filled with cargo rack then, right? That was my downfall there.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Alright, come on, where's that last one? If we see a sentinel, we'll know we're on the right track. All of these totems have had pylons or whatever. They've had a guardian next, or sentinel next to them. Alright, it's probably not this far out. Right, that dirt, you know, rolling sound. It's kind of the same sound effect that the towers make when they come out of the ground, which got me thinking that maybe found one, but no. Come on, we're on the last one. It would be really lame to fail it now. Pillars are relatively close to the main structure. Timer style mechanic is also used on some human surface bases. Oh, 1 minute to go. Where are you? Show yourself, coward. Two to the right. Well, so if there are two to the right and two to the left, there should be one around this area. Oh, here we go. Okay, I don't have time to fight this guy. I gotta charge this thing right now. Alright, Guardian terminal activated. Now I could kill this guy. Okay, well, cutting it a little close there, but we made it in the end.
Cargo scoop deployed. Under attack.
Another one. Survive. Wreckage components. So there's like a bunch of them, huh? I don't see where my like. Oh, I guess that's, yeah, my shield and hull are on the left there.
Target destroyed.
Hi there. How's it going?
Target destroyed.
Alright. That's dealt with. Pincer attack here. I take the relic and drop it off where the two pillars are. Alright. One last sentinel here.
Target destroyed.
Did people have to like figure this out without hints? Like all these steps of like, you know, shooting the pillars and you know, Taking the relic to the area. It sounds like some, you know, ARG type stuff. That sounds like some PT stuff right there. In front of the glowing blue panel, and then scan the orb that pops up. Alright. I just wanted to grab all that tasty loot first. I don't see where the loot from the other one is. Oh, it's there. Grab that. And that. Alright, let's go do what we actually came here to do. Assuming we don't get stuck on the geometry. Players are inventive. Well, you know, it just seems like the kind of thing where like people have to just sort of like puzzle it out as a community. You know, PT style. Seems like that kind of thing. So probably need engine power. I'm not gonna need weapons anymore, so I'll get a running start here. Alright, so this thing, we need to like do it from the other side. Oh. Okay, take a relic and drop it off right here. Okay, so Guardian relic. Look at that thing. Ancient data terminal. Oh god. I don't know why I can't use my data link scanner on it. Because I am pressing the button and it is not doing anything. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Do I shoot it? I guess I could shoot it. Scan, scan. It is not doing it. I am like pressing the heck. Do I need to be closer? Oh god. Use turret mode. Okay. Okay. Well, we're still alive. That's the good news. So we just gotta get back there. Hopefully it'll stay spinning while we amble our way back there. There's another scanner. Why are there two different types of scanner? What's the point of that? Okay, so we're in turret mode. And then analysis mode. Doesn't even have a scanner bound to it. Don't rush. But I need to map it. Okay, comp scanner. Okay, so I need to... Alright, there we go. Phenological entry, Guardian data terminal. Guardian data terminal discovered. Codex updated. Press O to open the codex. Okay, let's take a look at that codex. A data storage device created several million years ago by the Guardians, an extinct non-human civilization. Alright. Region discoveries. Oh, look at all this. Now scan the orb. Or did I already do that? Am I just reading that late? So, am I done? Check if I have the blueprint. Would that be in synthesis? What am I looking for here? Guardian? No. Yeah, how do I see if I have the blueprint, and what blueprint am I looking for exactly? Data. Coded data. Alright. Should say Guardian something. I do not seem to have a Guardian something, but I need to look in the encoded data. Encoded materials. Is that different from encoded data? Need to scan the orb. So which orb am I scanning? Like that thing up there? I thought I already did that. The data link scanner doesn't work. No new traits found. Press O. Coded materials. Like, when you say scan the orb, you mean like this thing, right? Like, turret mode doesn't work. There's no scanner in turret mode. Not that it should matter. Unless I need to, like, set... No, there's nothing for turret mode here. Because I did scan this thing, the ancient data terminal, as far as I know. Unless there's, like, a different orb I need to scan somewhere. Probably shouldn't get too close to it again. There. I just didn't see it. Go to turret mode. Ancient data terminal public. Point at the orb. Oh, okay. How are you supposed to know? So it's this, like, crosshair thing? That's, like, okay. How are you supposed to know that that's a thing? Uh-oh, I'm gonna... Or Guardian Sentinels. There, I got it. Why would it not say that I have a scanner there also? Like, what's up with that? Where it just doesn't even mention the scanner at all on that, like... Like, should it say scanner on the left here? These guys couldn't be too much trouble.
Target destroyed. Cargo scoop deployed.
Destructible panel. What's behind these? Now I need to farm for materials. Is it the ones I've been getting from these sentinels? Whoa. That's one way to do it, I suppose.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually bring back any of these actual physical pieces of cargo, because I have no cargo space on my ship. Those are for different things. Okay, well, we will find out what we need next time. I will go back to my ship. Guardian technology components and power cells. Tall slanted panels have breakable panels that drop materials. Alright, well, yeah, so we'll deal with the rest of this next time. Because we are way over time here. But that's okay, I just wanted to actually get something done. So it is not going to let me come back up here with cargo, is it?
Cargo scoop retracted.
Come on. Excess cargo detected. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna have to jettison the cargo. I need 21 power cells and 21 technology components. Alright. So I assume it'll say the same thing if I like put it on my person, right? Luckily, those don't count as cargo. Alright, well that was a big mistake. Getting rid of all my cargo racks. I should have left them on. I went out of my way to do that, even, to remove them. Alright, so I will... probably off screen, I will go and get some cargo racks installed. And then we can finish this next week. But we'll also do, you know, do some more Star Citizen as well, and you know, probably the final X-Wing versus TIE Fighter stream on Saturday. But yeah, thanks for guiding me through this, and thanks for watching. And I will see you all later. Good night, everybody.